PLC Network here at CES 2022 here at the Z-Wave Alliance booth here with Zooz. This is Agnes. We've spoken to you. Actually, the most recent, well, probably it's about like 4 years by now.
3 years ago.
Is it 3 years ago?
3 years ago was our last time we exhibited. I know.
It's hard to keep track of the time now. It's like 2020 put like a black hole in everything.
Yeah. The last 2 years, we know where that went, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Down the drain.
Yep, absolutely down the drain. But things are looking better, and especially for Zooz. Zooz has always been doing better, though. You guys have constantly been coming out with new products and everything.
Yes.
We've recently done some stories on some of the products, including the leak sensor and a few other items, which turned out to be quite exciting. And you have even more stuff to talk about now.
Absolutely, yeah. We actually released 12 new products in 2021. We have most of them here, but what we haven't yet released and what we're most excited about right now for 2022 is a hub. So the ZBox hub right here, it's a collaboration between Zooz and Fibaro. Fibaro has been very well known for their textbook Z-Wave implementation. That means that they've already developed gateways and hubs before that absolutely highlight the best in Z-Wave. So right now we're really missing a Z-Wave focused solution among the smart home hubs. So what we're trying to do with the ZBox hub is bring that exquisite Z-Wave experience. So based on the feedback from our customers, we know that this is missing. This is going to be a fully secure, private smart home. That means that nobody will be able to take it away from you. If we go out of business, that's not going to happen. But if it does, or if we decide that we no longer want to support the ZBox hub, we discontinue the product, we can't really, plug it off. It's going to be yours forever.
Perfect.
So all of the devices that you have will continue working locally. All of the automations that you have, that is really a way to reclaim your smart home and take it back and keep it in your home where it belongs. It doesn't belong to anybody else. That data is yours. It's private, it's safe. So that's what we're the most excited about, the ZBox hub, coming out in 2022.
And what would you be using to access it with? Is it going to be limited to like app-based activity, or is it going to be some web-based activity as well, or access using like a browser?
Yeah, great question. So it's going to be both. The local access will be web-based. It will give you full access to all of the advanced settings for Z-Wave. It will be very easy access to the parameters, so everything that's kind of hidden or not available in the other hubs. But at the same time, a very intuitive way to set up automations, controls, obviously integration with smart speakers, and it will come with a free mobile app. So both of them, whatever your game is, if you want to automate and leave it be, let the smart home run itself, it's there for you. If you like monitoring, checking your app, the app is available and free as well for both Apple and Android devices.
Perfect. That sounds like quite a promising hub then. And
yes.
You have some new, as we mentioned, we did some stories recently,
yes.
Including the water leak sensor. We did a fun little story involving that and it was the smart power strip.
Yes.
And they went together really well in terms of controlling power that was running to, I believe it was a non-smart washing machine was using the demonstration. The story ended up absolutely fantastic, just being a great success in terms of both products had paired flawlessly, they worked flawlessly, there's like nothing to complain about.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Yeah, it's always good to see that in the product. And now you actually have a valve actuator as well now.
Yes, exactly. So something to complement any system and something that we all have to get before the leak happens. Usually we buy it, it sits in the box until a leak actually happens. So my advice to everybody, don't repeat our mistakes. We've all been there, bought a leak detector, bought a water shut-off valve, and then never opened it until the water damage actually happened. So that's something that really nobody can avoid, right? Nobody can fight with water. So one way to be smarter about it is to get, a water valve actuator. This one is great because it mounts over your existing valve. What that means is that you don't need any tools, you don't need a plumber. Under a minute, you can take it on or off. So it's very easy. I'm going to show you how easy it is to uninstall it. That's it. That's the installation process on this. Just lift it up, and if I want to install it, that's it. It's extremely strong, so any ball valve, even the most stubborn ball valve will work well with that. And it has a wired leak detector. What that means for you is that you don't need a Z-Wave hub to use it. You can use it offline, that wired leak detector, anytime it detects water, it will automatically shut off your water valve. That means that whatever small damage will happen, it will never turn into a greater water damage, saving you thousands of dollars. Potentially, you can talk to your insurance company, maybe they give you a break on your premium. But the most important part is that it's a peace of mind, right? You leave your home, and how many times did that happen? And you heard that horror story about water damage. So that's over now. It's super easy to install, goes right over your ball valve, and it's also outdoor rated. So if your water main is outdoors, finally you have a retrofit solution that's not only strong enough to handle any valve, but also could be installed outdoors.
That's nice.
Yeah, and so to make it even smarter, right, you can have this little guy, a leak detector that's wireless via Z-Wave, add it to your hub, set an automation. If a leak is detected, and that could be anywhere in your house, right, and it will automatically shut it off. So right now we have a little demo here. I put it in water, and this guy is shutting it off because we have it programmed so that the water will shut off automatically.
And that's perfect. It's not like you have a puddle of water sitting here. It's just a few drops of water that were on the counter.
Exactly. So we can react quickly to that. Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. And what's really nice about having something to shut off the water at the source is that all you need at that point is you can just put those everywhere. Put them underneath sinks, put them underneath the water heater, washing machine, anywhere that has water. And no matter what happens, no matter where the leak is, you just need one source to be able to shut off, and you're done.
Absolutely, yes. What a great peace of mind, right?
Yep, and then it's up to you, depending on how you set it up with your new ZBox Hub, to determine how to notify yourself so you can identify immediately which area of the home, picked up that notification, or at least which leak sensor actually triggered.
Yes, exactly, and that sensor is part of our XS series that we just released, all based on the new 700 series chip that offers you so much more range, but also a smaller battery. So they all run on simple coin batteries, not one of those expensive, fancy, lithium batteries. We have an open-close sensor here, that water that we just showed you, tilt, shock, and temperature and humidity. So essentially all of the monitoring use cases are covered here for both security and temperature and humidity that you can also install outdoors. We have a cool little bracket for it, so it reliably sticks into any surface outdoors as well. To monitor, outdoor temperature. So again, to keep that information local. You no longer have to connect to the cloud to get the weather information. You can run all of the automations and have your information super accurate and all processed locally, which is ultimately what we want for our homes, right?
Absolutely. And that's one thing we've also noticed in our story when involving the water leak sensor is the fact that it's so small compared to any of the other ones we've tested.
Yes.
This is by far the smallest water leak sensor we've ever used in any of the stories. And that was worth highlighting on that, because not only was it small, but it didn't suffer from any loss in terms of connectivity. It connected immediately to the network. It did, no matter where you put it in the home. And technically we tested it. No, we did test it in the home. So that's right. We tested the office and at the home of one of the editors. So both use case scenarios, it worked flawlessly.
Absolutely, it's the new 700 series chip. It allows you to make the sensors much smaller now. The range is going to be great. These sensors also feature a nice protective layer that will, prevent it from being damaged, corrosion, and stuff like that. So I just moved it away from the leak, so it's now it's like,
exactly.
I can open the water again.
Yep, it's safe.
Yeah, that device is great. I really love it. It has a built-in temperature sensor, so all of the kind of use cases around your water valve, when there is a freezing condition, you don't want your pipes to freeze, right? So it will shut off the water. All that is there, and it's really, use it with or without the hub. It's up to you. So it's a great way to protect your home from water damage.
Well, that's fantastic. We know these are available now.
Yes.
All of the new sensors, are they all available?
Yes. So they're all available. We just released the tilt shock and the temperature and humidity, all available at thesmartesthouse.com, our mother company, where you can always get the best prices on the Zooz devices. Get lifetime tech support. All of the new 700 series products are covered under 5-year warranty. So as usual, you get great service, really good prices, fast shipping, and the Titan water valve actuator is also available at thesmartesthouse.com. So all of these products have been recently released. We're just announcing them and talking more about them at the show so that the world can hear about them. make the smart home smarter, right?
Absolutely. And what's the price point of the valve actuator?
So the water valve actuator is $150.
Okay.
It's probably our most expensive device out of all of them, but because it's so simple to use, you can imagine how much engineering goes into a simple solution like that. And it's so reliable. It's very strong. I'm not even going to show you how strong it is, but even the most stubborn valve will give. So this is $150 retail. We run a lot of promotions. Anytime there's a holiday, check back on thesmartesthouse.com and you can get it at a lower price as well. The sensors are going to be anywhere from $20 to $30 retail, so kind of our regular Zooz price point. And then the Z-Bucks hub, we're aiming to start selling it at around $110. It's a one-time investment, no subscription fees. You're going to fully own your smart home for just this, one-time purchase investment.
All of which seems quite competitive and well balanced with everything that's out there. So the price points are great. I might have to look into one of these myself as well, because I've tried a few out before, as you had mentioned, in terms of how tough it is to be able to get those harder to play with valves that don't want to work with you. I've tried a few of the, we won't mention brands, but they were more affordable for sure. And they just started bending and trying to tilt off the pipe. Like it just, and that was on a brand new home.
Yes. So till now, there were really two solutions that you had. Either replace the whole valve, you need to get a plumber and buy a $400 device to replace everything, right? $400, that's still, on the lower price point. Most of those things cost really $600, $700. And then you had the retrofits. Maybe you can buy it even for like $70 or $80, right? But they're not going to be strong enough to work with most of the valves. You always need to very precisely mount it. You always need tools for that. This is a 1-minute no-tool installation or on any type of ball valve. So I think this is my favorite device from all of them.
Absolutely, and again, a good price. It's a little bit pricey when you compare it to everything else, but it's worth it. And again, it's competitive in that price, so it's not like it's an overpriced product. And what it's saving you in the end, especially anybody who's owned a home. My home, it's only been up for it's going on 10 years now, and it suffered from a few leaks, from a few odd scenarios, one of which was my fault. This would have fixed that. So,
absolutely, saves you thousands of dollars with any leak event. So the investment is relatively small, and it's a unique product. Let's face it, it's a unique product to the market. There's nothing like it.
It is, it absolutely is. So for more information, definitely go to the website.
Yes, it's thesmartesthouse.com, or you can go to getzooz.com as well. And if you have any questions, you can always contact us. It's 7 days a week, holidays included. We're here to answer your questions, help you out, give you some pointers, give you some tips. You can contact us at ask@getzooz.com, and we'll be happy to hear from you. Any product ideas? We're always open to feedback as well.
And we'll definitely put some information in the links as well below in the description, so that you have that there to click on and immediately get to some of these targets without having to do any typing on your own. Well, Agnes, thank you so much. As always, this has been a pleasure. And we can't wait to see what's next from Zooz.
Absolutely. We'll make sure you stay updated.
Oh, absolutely.
If you want to stay on top of all the latest and greatest, or at least the gadgets we cover, remember to subscribe right here. Subscription button. Click it. You're going to want to. There's lots of videos, interviews, previews, all sorts of stuff. Button. Click it.